friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome back to my messy desk. I am going to try and get some journaling done tonight, but I do want to work in my planner for a little bit first. I have not set up my planner for this week. It is a mess. Look, it's got all sorts of stickies and yumminess in it. So let's, and I do this every time because I take it out to journal in it. Maybe we should try it in here. I feel like I don't want to journal in it in here, but then I have to reset all my bookmarks. Which I'm just going to do, but I'm just trying to think what would be the best thing to do. So I have a couple things going on in here. I added I added a pencil in this clip here that I also use because, see, it's not wanting to, there we go. Because I was just writing so much in it that I wanted, you know, obviously to erase. I've added some stickies to the front here. These are, I don't know if I'll use these. I think I have them in here as just kind of extras right now. I don't quite know what we're going to do right now. I have to still do the month of January. And I think I have you in a place where you can see. I'd like to get you in a little bit closer, but I just don't know, you guys. All right, we'll try it. We'll try it. Okay. So let's see. I am working in my Wonderland 222 B6 planner. I am really enjoying the size so far, which is a nice surprise. I have never worked in a B6 before, so I'm learning, but I am back in a vertical layout, which I am enjoying. I put this here as kind of a, I think this is going to stay here. If you are new here, welcome. I do journaling and some planner pages and whatever creativeness crosses my desk, basically. But if you were watching one of my other videos, I'm not too sure which one it was, I was talking about, I'm having a hard time kind of with the front of the journal. I definitely have pulled some things that I want. I'm sorry, the front of my planner. I've pulled some things that I want maybe as like a vision board-ish in my planner. I was going to put them in my journal, but I don't want it just for January. And so like this picture is an example. So I printed out this picture and I definitely don't want it just in my January journal. However, I don't know what to do with it in here. It's now too big. Unless, yeah, and I don't want it on the cover. So I think what I'm going to do is actually use this in my journal, and then I'm going to reprint this, you know, half size and use it like in the front of this. Okay. All right. Right here, I've just put a piece of book text. Sweet Debbie was so funny because when I posted that I'm in here, she's like, oh, it's Allison in Wonderland. And it didn't even connect with me. It didn't even, excuse me, register. So I have received a few little sweet Alice in Wonderland gifts, and I put them all in here. And this is a book text from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and I just thought, so dang cute. So I think I'm going to do an Alice in Wonderland page here. I might decoupage like this napkin on here, so this might all be an Alice in Wonderland thing. I'm not too sure yet. So all right, let's get started. I've done a little bit. So this planner actually started in November, which was just really nice because I got to play a little bit and kind of get my head back in this vertical vertical view, which I absolutely love. My brain is so happy in here. So, here is actually the December review, and this is the January like start, which I do not know what I'm going to use that for. So we're not there. We're not there. This is the month of January, which I also don't know if I'm in the mood to do right now. I'm just really trying to figure out what I need. I'd like to get some stuff done tonight and get it, because this is what my week looks like so far. Well, this was actually last week where you can see I did nothing in here because we had a snow week and we were literally in the house. So this is what this week looks like. Yay me. This is great. And it's already Wednesday. That's how together I am right now, people. So I think I've transferred everything to what am I doing? Yearbook, money, cancer, baby gift. I think I've transferred my to-dos. Okay, so we're gonna do like a quickie on here because I mean literally the week's already half over. So I pulled some things very, very quickly that I thought might work, and we're gonna try it. Now what I get stuck on the most is like this, the days and the numbers. I get stuck on that up here. So let's just see what we can come up with. I am going to choose. Whew, I'm gonna choose. Interestingly enough, some. If I can find it, my gosh, you guys, you would think. Okay, I'm gonna work out of this bucket for right now, and I do have you. Perfect. And I know you can't see my bucket of tape, but it's right here. Okay, I'm going to work, and again, very, very quickly, I'm going to kind of go with the same theme. So what I'd like to do is a thin and then a regular size. I think this is regular size, isn't it? I think it's kind of standard. I'm not too sure. This one would probably be even better because, yeah. So I'm tempted to do something like this. My other thought for a quick page would be if I have any thin tapes in here that I could use. And I do. I might use something like this. And even though that's a little thin, that's even too thin, isn't it? This is the perfect size. So I think, whatever this size is, this is too thin maybe, but maybe I'll put it down at the bottom. I don't know why it matters. I just like to see what I did. This one had a real thick washi, thin and thick, and I'm just seeing, did I cover up everything? And I did. I ran it all the way across. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to, I don't really care at this point. Well, I guess I do. I'm going to move that edge over so the word is right there. I am going to cut that. I do think it helps with the book closing. Not today, but like in November. Okay, so we're going to do that. And even though I cut off, yeah, it doesn't matter. You're not going to get the perfect word. Okay, so that one can go away. This one I think we'll put up next. If I can find it somewhere, maybe-ish. All right. So like I said, it is currently Wednesday. And I have been meaning to tape this all week. Now, in my defense, I don't know what's going on. I'm having problems loading my phone again, not loading my phone, videos. So it's taking forever to upload, even if I delete it and then try it again. And I know someone texted me and said, I think that's because your cloud, like put it in the cloud or dump your, I don't even know. My cloud's full. I don't know what's in it. I don't understand it. So that's pretty much my life right now. Let's just go with that. So, I'm going to put another one down here, and I'm just going to, I'm tempted to do this because it just matches so well. So I think I'll do that, and I think I'll save those fun ones for my journal. And I think this is, yeah. So I'm gonna do this. Excuse my reach. Okay, that makes that a little easier. Okay, I think I'm done with this tape now. I can do, yeah. I did just have that other little tiny one. Where did I put that? This one is not it. Well, it'll turn up when it turns up. Okay, so now I need the days and the numbers, of course, which I didn't pull. I pulled these stickers because look how stinking cute and tiny these are. Are these not adorable? Ugh, so dang cute. So I think I also thought maybe I could use those. And then I don't think any of these have anything I want. I don't know where I'm going to get those numbers right now. I'm thinking. I want to put some to-dos down at the bottom, and I like cutting up like these hearts and stuff for down here. I think you obviously don't need a sticker. Excuse me, but I have them, so I might as well use them. Like as an example, is there a trash on here? No. Laundry. Okay. So like as an example, I'm going to pull this little tiny trash sticker. Do we need it? No. Like, but it's going to go on here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. But these little to-dos, and that's funny. I don't have, okay, let's use what we do have. How about that? I definitely just need some numbers and some days. I don't understand. So this is one basket of my planner stickers. Here are some days, which we do not like right now. This does not have days in it. This has numbers, so we could use this for numbers. And this does not have days. Oh, I have a bunch of days that I've cut up. Oh, I also have washi tape. Okay, I'm going to leave that out for a minute. And we are going to get some numbers that I think will show up fine. We'll find some, maybe not. Yeah, we'll find something. Okay, let's do that. And then let's use our washi. I have some washis here with, is this too big? Oh, is this too big? Because that's perfect. I really want to use that one. Hey, my boy just came home. What's that about? I thought he was out for the night. That's exciting. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, and it's exciting because it's like almost at the beginning of the week, so we get a full week. Okay, so Saturday, my poor boy, he spent the whole day today trying to get his phone fixed. He So crazy. I mean, it's not, but it is. He literally like burned a hole in it almost in the screen. It's crazy. I'm going to put it at the bottom here. He had his phone like flat on top of a glass, if you will, like to amplify it, you know? And then there was a candle burning like next to it. I don't even know.
Thanks for recommending that place. It was actually, they have,
Can you hear them?
he said that place specifically because they have a deal with all the.
This is not even right. See?
That's why, that's the reason I could get the $30 version.
This is me not paying attention because I'm listening to my boy.
That's the reason I could get the $30 is because, like, even if I go on my Verizon app and I file a claim for damage.
Oh my God, if I have to edit this whole video. Are you getting all the phone information? Because we can't talk while we're in the same room. We have to. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it's unlimited. Where's your mother? Sounds like she's on the phone in her crap room.
Okay. Let's do one more day. I always forget this is Sunday down here. Now, I know this is not the one. I know sometimes people complain or mention this as something they don't like about this planner is that it has shortened days here for the weekend. That does not bother me in the least. We have busy weekends and I can fit it all in here and it's all fine. So, yeah, I don't mind that, except I forget that I need to drop down and add a day. So, okay, and then we'll put Sunday on there. Now, that may bother me a bit. I might have to put this white tape down here also. I don't know. I'm going to put this thin tape at the end of each day. Ay, ay, ay. Something like that. All right. The weird part is I don't actually have that much going on, which is why I didn't use my planner. Well, it's one of the reasons I didn't use my planner last year. I mean, like, I work, right? Work, work, work. Okay. So here we go. I want to keep this out because it has some travel stickers. What do we want to start with? I guess we're going to start with a rest day because I rested yesterday and I shouldn't have. Not shouldn't have, but like I didn't get to my workout and I meant to, and I forgot I had an appointment at 6:30 at night, and so I didn't get to go to the gym, and I didn't go in the morning because I chose not to. So thinking I had plans at night or had opportunity to go at night. So that's the problem with working out in the morning. I mean, working out at night is for me, I often, you know, things can come up during the day, I guess. Obviously, if I had been planned enough, then I would have figured out I have stuff. But anyway, the point is we rested that day. I'm going to pull what I can from here. I thought this had some workout weights or whatnot, but it does not. I think one of them does. So work. Plan next week. I'll put that on here. We'll have high hopes, okay? That's what we'll do. We'll put that on here. And then I do need to put this on here for Saturday. For bills due. And then what else can we use? I could use these as some to-dos if I want to. Those are there. I would like to use some of this little sheet. I think this is from the Dollar Tree. Kind of a random sheet. Oh my gosh. And this is, I got out because I love it. This was Happy Mail and from Coco Daisy, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to use this, I think, next week. I wanted to do the blue this week, so I'm going to put that right here for right now. Well, let's do numbers before we get too overwhelmed here. All right. I absolutely love this set. It's Kiki K, but no, that's not right. It's Chrissy Ann Designs. Is that? Yeah. But from Michael's. And I had bought some things from her before she came out with this, and I don't think they sell this anymore. When I found another one on clearance there, I picked it up like a hot little potato because I love it. I really love the numbers, of course, and I do like these. I just don't, we'll put one on the month, obviously. The problem with, they don't have like days, or they did, they're big, sorry. They don't have days like that I can use for this little planner. So I like to use them in my journal. So, but I love the font and everything. Okay, so there's our numbers. Our numbers are on. Let's put some appointments on here. So I had this appointment. Let's see if look at me, look at me. We had the electrician come this morning to, I don't know where to put this. I guess we'll just put it there. It doesn't matter. We had the electrician come this morning to look at some lights we need fixed, and he had given me a bid, gosh, like over a year ago when they came out. And when he got here, he was like, oh, I remember, you know, this house or whatever. And I was like, yeah, hi, welcome back. And even though they called me this morning to confirm the time and that I was ready. They were on their way because I was their first appointment. And I read them the order that they had left me last time of, that's not true either. I went to the gym at nighttime. Anyway, even though I read it, when he got here, he's like, oh, I didn't bring the right ladder. It's like, we were supposed to bring our high ladder, and I don't have a ladder to work in your house, basically. And I was like, awesome. I mean, I don't know. Okay. So he graciously worked on like 2 other little things and didn't charge me, and then he'll come back. We have to schedule another appointment, but so that kind of blows, but whatever. I mean, you know. So we'll put that in. I worked out today. And then what we'll do here is, even though I have, we'll block off our work day, 9 to, what did I do this day? 9 to 3:30. And then last night was 9 to 7. And then today it was 10. To 5. Oops, that's not quite right, but that's okay. What's tomorrow? 9 to 6, I believe. Whoops. And then let's see, I canceled this appointment, but this is not, Allison, and this is not, oh, yes it is. Look at me. This I put white out over and it's erasable, and that I didn't put white out over and it's not erasable. Brilliant, Allison, brilliant. Okay, we'll make that work somehow. Okay, so what's tomorrow? 9 to 3, I think. Okay, so there's work hours. And then here I want to put, unfortunately, my boy is leaving. So I was going to use like the dumbbells, but I like the blue gym sticker better off of this random sticker. This must be a Happy Meal one or something. So I'm going to use those. So I'm not going to use this set here. So I'll put those back. I was just trying to go through these and use, you know what? Oh, that's a better blue, isn't it? Here, we'll use, I like these down here. We'll cut these up. How many to-dos do you set for yourself during the week? I like these two. I'm just trying to think. Because sometimes my to-do list is like way too long. And I know it. I know it. I don't think I need anything else on here. So I'm going to put these back in here. And then these I tend to like cut up. So I think, oh, here's the third set of those. And no, we're not tracking macros. And okay. So I think I'll just put 2, I guess. We'll do something kind of like that. I think they normally hold 3, but with the boats and whatever else, I'll put 1. Whoops, whoops, whoops. We'll just put 2. I think that's fine. And it doesn't have to be. Okay. And I don't, this is just like my weekly to do. Well, I don't like that. This isn't like a daily. Now it could be a daily, but I tend to make a list of what I need to do. So for example, pay bills, let's say, would go on here. And then when I have an open spot in my planner for the week, I come down to my to-do list, or the night before I come, you know, and I plan out like, oh, I have an open spot here, or I have an open spot here, you know, that type of thing. And I move something from my weekly to-do list up into here. A lot of people use this as like their daily to do, like what you're going to do this day. But I just make, I'm tending to normally, the bigger planners, I used to write a major weekly list down the side, and I would do the same thing. I would drop it in as needed through the week. As I look at the week or as I see an opening, I would drop it in. So, okay, we're not going to use this, although I really love this crab a lot, but we're not going to use that. Now, what we are going to use is this. These are some stickers I ordered a long time ago from the Printer's Cabin off of Etsy. And so sweet. It came in like this little folder, right, to keep them in. Folio, I don't know. So dang cute. So I also have these to choose from, and I also have this, but you can see like, and I don't want to overwhelm this page necessarily, or this week. I'm going to use this little boat. And I also ordered some stickers that say regatta, but I don't, it's okay. I'm just going to put this. Okay. Now, sadly, I'm not going to watch my boys sail this weekend, so that makes my heart a little sad. Well, yeah, maybe more than a little sad, but so I left this out because I have some travel stickers in here, and these I'm going to assume are not what I'm looking for. I'm going to put those back. These might have something I can use. I'm going to look at this one first. This is obviously a Recollections. These are all from Michael's. It's an awfully big airplane. I'm just kind of looking and seeing if oh my goodness, my boy. Whoops, I'm knocking stuff over. So sorry. I'm gonna put this tree on. Oh, am I? Am I? What the heck? Oh my gosh, people. What is going on? Oh, okay. It's just not quite cut. There it goes. Dang, I have to finagle that a little bit, huh? I'm gonna do something like that. And this is a better size airplane here. So if I could find a blue one, that would make my heart happy. I don't see a blue one. Okay. There's like this random one. I guess I'll do this one up here. And we can, I think that's, those are fun palm trees, but this one's good. I like these are kind of more pastel-y, non-pastel-y colors. These are more soft colors. Okay, I'm just gonna put an airplane here, which doesn't look like an airplane. It now looks like a bird. That's really weird. I would like a sticker or something to go with it. I guess I'll just put I give credit to the people that make stickers. It's very difficult because how do you make a sticker that's good for everybody? I don't know. Like my whole thing is like, why are there no boys in here? And if there were boys in here, and do these people look like everybody? No, I get it all. I get it all. I know you can't make everybody happy, but and I get it. Okay. That's enough, Allison. That's enough. I'm gonna take this weird bird thing off. I don't know why it looks so much like a bird, but I'm gonna maybe do something like that and cut it just an inch, which is a non-measurable perfect amount. And I'm gonna put the airplane on something like that. And are they traveling? I don't really know, but we'll put travel here. Okay, so I think that's gonna do it for this. All right, there you go. So my son's racing down in a regatta in California, which is right where we used to live, like literally where we lived, where he grew up sailing, where I grew up sailing, where everybody, yeah. So it's super cool that the colleges are going to race there. And sorry, I want to pick up my glue. Yeah, just super excited for him. Okay, so I think that's what I'm gonna do now. I think, like, I have these little tiny stickers like this. I don't even know if they're big enough. I have some things going on Saturday. We could use, I guess we could use this sort of thing on Saturday maybe. And I don't know if I need this bildew right in the middle to use our time effectively, or space rather. I mean, I could drop it down here, but I'll put it there. Let's see. I guess I'll just use these. So I have a board meeting this day, and I have something else. Do we remember what it is? No, we don't. But I know I do. I know I have another meeting or something right here. So we're gonna do something like that. Yeah, so I think that's it. I am going to save these for like July or something. I love these stickers. These are by River and Ink. I bought these at, I don't think I ordered these. I think I got these at the Scrapbook Expo one year when they were there. And so I guess I could decorate with these, or I could decorate with these like around my page. For whatever reason, I'm going to choose these and just be done with them, I guess. Because the week's already half over. I'm feeling, look at this one is best date ever. Do you see I'm not choosing that one? In fact, I'm going to choose this one. Now my husband's out. What is going on? I will put the remember here. No, that looks kind of weird, huh? Well, that's okay. I can put it there because I have some things. I'm so sorry, you guys. The noise today is kind of unbearable. I don't know what's happening. I don't understand. I don't think I want any of the rest of this on here, so I mean, it would be nice if that fit on there like that, but it doesn't, so we'll put it down here like this. And this is looking very junky for me right now, but it's okay. It's okay. I think that is it. What is on here? This is what I want to do in here. These are my to-dos. That's the appointment. Okay, let's do that then. We're gonna put in here, we're gonna put soccer money tickets. And then I don't know what to do when we do it. What do we do when we do it? Yearbook money. Over here, I want to put cancer gift and baby gift. I know that sounds really wrong, but it makes sense in my brain. Okay. And then insurance. What does that mean, Allison? What does that mean? Oh, that's great. Do I know? Huh. Okay, well, that'll be fun to figure out. Okay, I'm gonna put I'm going to put insurance right here until I figure out what that means. Cancel MD appointment, bills, and meal plan. I did. Okay, so that's my week for now. I obviously will figure out 2 more things on my to-do list. I have stickies everywhere. This is a contact. Now, yeah, I don't even need this anymore. Never mind. Okay, so I'm also trying to figure out a little bit like what I want to use these pages for back here, in terms of like reminders or book notes or what. This planner, unlike the Hobonichi, does not have a page a day, which is why I wanted to try it, because I don't need a page a day. I do my journaling in a page a day in a different journal, and I don't need obviously this whole section for a day. Now some days you might, so you could label it, and it has the time frame, and it's 2 grids at the top and 1 at the bottom, so it's pretty cool, and it has a good section of them. But I didn't know if I want to put book notes back there or what. So we'll play with that a little bit. So okay, so that will be my layout for this week for now, and I will add a little bit to it. And I think I'll leave you there. So that's this week. Now granted, we are already here, so, and I don't put my work stuff in here because it's in my other planner, and I'll add in a couple other things. But other than that, like I'm going to go to the gym in the morning, but do you put the sticker on before you go? No, you do not. Or do you? I don't know. I don't know these things, you guys. You got to do what works for you. So I guess I'm going to highlight when it's done, something like that maybe, because I don't want to cross off the pretty heart. We could color in the heart with black or something like that. So we'll keep playing with it. As you can see, I don't have a lot going on, and I do not put most of my kids' stuff in here, or my husband's. Like Rue is at practice right now. I'm not going to put that on here, and she had PT earlier, and you know, all the stuff. So I don't keep track of all her stuff in here unless it involves me. So like right here, I would put, and I guess like, gosh, we should use up a sticker. Let's put a sticker on there now that we have all the craziness happening of these ugly stickers. Okay, we'll put this on here, and we'll do this. Take Rue to car. Okay, and then yeah, somewhere in here, this weekend's gonna be crazy. This should be gym, this should be gym. So all right, that's it for me. I'm going to cut this off here. This will be this week in my planner. I'm going to turn off the camera and turn it back on, and I will prep and do my January setup for the month. So this is this week, and I think eventually I will set up, you know, in advance. Once I get more accustomed to how my layout and I want it to look, I will go ahead and prep. I want to be prepped ahead of time. I don't want to be doing my week, you know, obviously every single week in the middle. So that's it for me, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you are using the Wonderland, I would love to know, if you could comment below. I would love to know like what stickers you use or how you set it up, and specifically how you're using some of the stuff, the trackers and the stuff in the front, because I'm still kind of trying to figure that out. I have a lot of ideas, but that's it for me. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care. Bye.